Boys, I genuinely didn't think it could get as bad as this, but it honestly has. Hello guys and welcome to this video. Here today with me, Nerdfire, and today, as you can tell by the title, this has probably been the worst week in EA Sports FIFA history. So if you guys have been living under a rock, if you usually play FIFA and you just somehow just didn't play it this week, you've missed out on a few things, you could say. So let's just kick it off first of all with a few SBCs. So first of all, we have the Player of the Month, Jadon Sancho SBC. So that got released on the Friday, if you guys didn't know. And this is it on the screen now. EA decided to give him a left midfield card. Let's just check something here. I just want to check something. Give me a sec. Alright, so I've gone ahead and searched Jadon Sancho's last 5 games. I'm just going to see what position he has played in the last 5 games. So as you guys can see, he played 6 out of 8 of the last games as a right midfielder, and obviously that's over the last, month. EA gave him a left midfield card. How can you get a guy's position wrong? Like, honestly, I know he's played left midfield before, but over that whole month, he literally played 6 out of the 8 games, so 3/4 of the games as a right midfielder. But no, EA, they decided to hit him up with a left mid card, because that obviously makes sense. So that was one of the mistakes they made in terms of SBCs this week, and now the SBC is non-existent. We've been waiting, like, what is it now, Sunday? So 2 days, the SBC still isn't back. They haven't been able to switch an L to an R over 2 days. Literally, that's all they had to do, was change him from a left midfielder to a right midfielder, and they haven't done that. Oh, but that's not the only mistake they made in that SBC, because one of the SBCs was to make a team around a Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund, German right midfielder. Hang on, EA, let's just see where Jadon Sancho's from. Give me a sec. Alright, so if we search his name, Jadon Sancho. Okay, if we go to his Wikipedia page. Oh, place of birth, England. National team, England. Since when was Jadon Sancho German? Like, just because he plays in a German league doesn't mean he's German, okay? Seriously? So yes, if we get the mistake counter, that's 2 already. And I think that may have been it for the Jadon Sancho SBC. I'm not too sure. There may have been even more issues. I don't even know. But there is 2 mistakes already, just from 1 SBC. Bear in mind, these are just SBCs. We're not even on to the gameplay yet, okay? We're not even on to the gameplay. Alright, moving on to the next mistake EA made in this week. Yep. We're not just talking about since the game's been out in a 1 week, the Icon SBC. So you guys may have seen the brand new Icon SBC came out for the Prime Icon Set 3. I mean, the actual icons that you could get from that were the best, I suppose, in game, and they'll put them on the screen now for you just so you know who they were. So that was actually put on the market, and you could go ahead and complete, I think, the SBC. Obviously, you need an icon for one of the SBCs, and the other ones, I think, cost around about like 30 to 40, maybe 50,000 coins in total to combine all of them. And then you just needed the icon to complete the last SBC to get the icons from that SBC. And for completing that Icon SBC, the last one where you needed to trade in an icon, you could get yourself a 100k pack back in return. So you may be wondering, what's the issue here? So if you go ahead and then full on complete all the other SBCs and the Icon SBC itself, so the one where you have to trade in the icon for the 100k pack, you obviously then complete that SBC where you also get an icon back. Now hopefully you guys, sort of seeing where this was going. And actually, I forgot to say a key part to this SBC, it was repeatable. So you could go ahead then, use the icon you get back from the actual Icon SBC, which then saves you 600,000 to like 700,000 coins to complete the 100k pack SBC, and then also complete the other SBCs for like 40, 50k like I said, and you're literally paying 50,000 coins then for a 100k pack, and that is just absolutely ridiculous. So you can keep on doing this until EA actually realised that they actually mucked up quite badly and took it off, and now they have given us this SBC back. So now for trading in an icon, because they mucked up, instead now you get a Prime Gold Players Pack. A Prime Gold Players Pack for trading in a 600 to 700,000 coin player. Okay. Literally, it could have even been like a rare players pack. If they wanted to get rid of the 100k pack, they could have just given a rare players pack or made the other SBCs more expensive. But no, they're completely like, you know what, screw you guys, you're not getting anything back. Which is, once again, brilliant. So, that actually then takes our mistake counter up to, I'd say 3, definitely 3, maybe a 4 because of the packs they give us now. So, yeah, we'll go with 4. That's 4 mistakes already. Alright, so moving on to the next mistake EA made this week. They decided to release marquee matchups with the wrong team. How have they got the wrong team for the SBC? But they literally just make it like at like 5:55 PM and just rush it like, oh yeah, this is what we're going to do quickly. Let's get it done. And then just release it, because this time they decided in the marquee matchups that they would actually put Slovenia instead of Slovakia for the team in the marquee matchups. Like, how are you getting countries wrong that are playing in certain games? Like, how? And once again, I want you guys to bear in mind that these are from SBCs. These are not even a complicated part of the game. Like, gameplay mechanics, the stuff that happens in games, like the actual gameplay, the technical, really technical stuff that it can slightly be excused, apart from the stuff that you'll see later. No, this is just a squad building challenge. Oh, dearie me. So that then takes our mistake counter to 5. Gonna have to use another hand in a minute. That is how bad this has become. So, to wrap it all up in terms of the mistakes they've made, not including the gameplay once again, matchmaking was disabled for around about, I think, maybe 2 to 3 hours. Let me actually double check that. So yeah, people had to wait around about 2 hours where the servers were down, no communication from EA Sports until actually Enquiries actually tweeted this, saying that, sorry that the servers have been down, they've been investigating issues, etc. However, why was this not on the official EA account? I actually want to say before we get into the rest of this point that I don't blame Enquiries for this, it's definitely not his fault. It's actually EA's fault as a company. However, then going on down the actual thread of this, someone did say, I appreciate your info, but this should be coming from the EA account. And he's just said, it's 5 AM there, I'm trying to get stuff out ASAP. Like, honestly, EA Sports are a multi-millionaire company, right? So why do they not have people working on their accounts, working on Twitter to keep us updated, us people that play the game day in, day out, spend money on it day in, day out? They don't keep us updated, and when the servers go down and we have to wait for them to wake up to get out of bed, that we are giving them literally money into their game, pouring loads and loads of pounds, dollars, whatever you spend into their game, and we have to wait for them to get out of bed, be like, oh, sorry, boys, we're now awake, don't worry, yeah, we're awake, sorry, we'll keep you updated now, don't, you know, we apologise about the, seriously, that is ridiculous. And once again, I want to say I'm not blaming EA Corey at all, but EA Sports should have people around 24/7 updating us, so even if it's like, obviously not always Americans, you've got English people that can work the English time zones, American people that can work the American time zones, New Zealand, and you know, the list goes on. There's people that out there that can work and help out on this Twitter to keep us, the players, updated if stuff does happen and why it's gone down, and just to let us know that they know that it's gone down. But no communication at all for 2 hours. It's literally ridiculous. And thank God we had someone like Corey, because he even tweeted before the EA Sports FIFA account, which is literally ridiculous. So yeah, that's once again another mistake, which takes us then to 6, I believe now. So yeah, we are on double hands, you know, using both hands, which is brilliant. Okay, actually, then to end it off, we technically have another, thing that they've mucked up on. Well, however, it does link to the previous one, so it doesn't really add up as another point. But now the Weekend League is extended for 24 hours because of these server issues, which is actually probably a good thing. Now I think about it, that's probably the best thing to go about it, just because obviously server issues can screw people over in terms of playing games. So that sort of is a positive, I suppose. But yes, that wraps up the mistakes EA have made over literally just the past week. Actually, it was pretty much over the weekend, not even over a week, not even over 7 days. It was literally over 3 days that they've made that many mistakes. If we actually look back on FIFAs, I don't think it's ever been this bad. Honestly, that they've made a mistake here and there, maybe 1 or 2 mistakes maximum in a week. I mean, I remember a mistake back in FIFA 17 when they did like a Dele Alli SBC where they got that wrong, and you could actually use a bronze player where you're supposed to use Dele Alli to get the SBC completed. I remember that, and I think there's some issues in FIFA 18 as well. Oh, regarding the player of the month, Kane, that was actually leaked out early. So stuff like that happened previously, but not 6 mistakes in literally like 3 or 4 days has happened before, and it's honestly getting towards a joke now. And also, I know I've been talking about gameplay through this video. Yeah, let me just roll this clip for you guys. You can watch what happens, and I suppose we can talk after. Okay, here it is. Okay, boys, sadly I actually couldn't play audio for that video, so, you know, I played a bit of a song behind it. So that is just to let you know from Fuji720p on Twitch, and that happened to him in Foot Champions. So we're actually just going to roll this again. I'm just going to roll you the part that obviously is the main part. So the referee's got to blow the whistle when he's just, you know, running about, and the guy got given a penalty for no reason whatsoever. Like, honestly, it actually frustrates me. Like, some people will probably now sit here comment like, you're hating on the game, blah, 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 blah. No. I want to point out the issues that are in this game that really need to be resolved to make the game as good as possible. I'm not here trying to slander the game, but when it's making mistakes, this sort of stuff cannot be happening in a game like this. This is a multi-million game, a multi-million company that shouldn't be having issues that bad in a game. Honestly, and they're also trying to go in the esports direction. Obviously, this is a Foot Champions game. Esports, they're trying to push that as much as possible. You know, over the last few years, they have been pushing it even more and more and more every single year. But stuff like this is happening. This just isn't helping at all. Honestly, not at all. How are we having issues like this in the game? I want to know your guys' thoughts on stuff like that. Like, I still don't get what happened. After watching that clip about 20 times, I'm like, how is that even just happened in this game? It doesn't make sense. It honestly is just frustrating as somebody who loves the game, who likes to make content on the game. I mean, you could say, well, if it wasn't for this game, I wouldn't have all these subscribers, and that is true. But the reason I am actually moaning about this is because stuff like this shouldn't be happening in the game, and it should be fixed, and it's actually frustrating as a content creator to create content, to stream it. Stuff like this is happening to a game that I love to play, love to make content on, etc. And at the end of the day, the main reason I make videos like this is to try and push it out there, to show more people the issues, so EA can hopefully see stuff that like this that needs to be fixed. It's getting annoying now, and I honestly thought this FIFA could have been the turning point, but once again, issues upon issues upon issues, and now being hit with this week and SBCs and gameplay stuff like this. I just don't know what to say, and I really hope that soon enough this game is sorted out. I mean, yeah, SBCs, definitely mistakes shouldn't be happening then, but gameplay like this, in terms of trying to go in an esports direction, it needs to be sorted. But yeah, boys, anyways, that is going to wrap up today's video. I probably could have gone on for another like 15-20 minutes. I mean, just talking on about stuff like this, but I just really hope that EA just actually put the time in it, actually like really focus down and try and fix these issues instead of just brushing them aside, or, you know, bringing out patch notes and patch releases that really aren't actually changing issues such as like this in game, or even just focusing on the SBCs. Like, how can you get a position so wrong? I don't even get that at all, and like country badges, etc. Doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, boys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I mean, I want you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comments. I just had to get this off my chest and make a video on this and just ask why. Why is stuff like this happening in such a big game? But yeah, guys, anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.